Welcome to Wide Real News. Before we dive into today's detailed analysis, we kindly ask you to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our latest updates. Let's get started. How Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah secured a landmark victory in Namibia's presidential elections. In a tightly contested election, Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah, Namibia's vice president and the ruling SWAPO party's candidate, emerged victorious with a commanding 57% of the vote in the first round. This result eliminated the need for a runoff, reinforcing SWAPO's dominance in Namibian politics since the country gained independence in 1990. However, her success did not come easily. This election presented one of the most significant challenges to SWAPO's rule in decades, with allegations of electoral malpractice threatening to cast a shadow over her win. In this article, we unpack the strategies and tactics Nandi-Ndaitwah employed to secure her victory, analyze the responses from opposition parties, and discuss what her win means for Namibia's future. Building a broad coalition within SWAPO. One of Nandi-Ndaitwah's most effective strategies was her ability to unify factions within SWAPO. Over the years, the party has faced internal divisions, with some members questioning its direction under the leadership of outgoing President Hage Geingob. Nandi-Ndaitwah worked diligently to bring together various factions, appealing to both progressives and conservatives within the party. Bridge builder approach, she emphasized her long history with SWAPO, having joined the liberation movement in the 1970s. Her credentials as a freedom fighter resonated with the party's older members. Inclusivity, to appeal to younger voters, she advocated for modernizing Namibia's economy, focusing on youth employment and digital transformation. This dual approach strengthened SWAPO's base, ensuring that the party's support remained intact despite growing opposition. Focus on rural voters. While Namibia's urban centers have increasingly leaned toward opposition parties, rural areas remain SWAPO strongholds. Nandi-Ndaitwah prioritized rural voters in her campaign, addressing their specific concerns and promising targeted development programs. Agricultural support, she pledged increased subsidies for farmers and investment in irrigation projects to combat Namibia's chronic drought issues. Healthcare and education, her platform included commitments to improve access to healthcare and schools in remote areas, where services are often limited. This focus on rural communities ensured high voter turnout in these regions, which was crucial for her overall margin of victory. Leveraging her international reputation. As Namibia's former Minister of Foreign Affairs, Nandi-Ndaitwah had cultivated strong relationships with international partners. She used her diplomatic experience to position herself as a leader who could enhance Namibia's global standing. Economic partnerships, she promised to attract foreign investment to revitalize Namibia's economy, which has struggled with high unemployment and inequality. Climate change advocacy, Nandi-Ndaitwah highlighted her work on international climate initiatives, appealing to environmentally conscious voters. Her global credentials gave her an edge over her main rival, Bengelini Ichala, who lacked significant international experience. Countering opposition attacks. The main opposition candidate, Bengelini Ichala, of the Independent Patriots for Change (IPC), posed a formidable challenge. Ichala, a former SWAPO member, capitalized on widespread dissatisfaction with the government's handling of corruption and economic stagnation. Preemptive narrative, Nandi-Ndaitwah acknowledged past government failures but framed herself as a reformer within SWAPO, committed to restoring public trust. Grassroots campaigns, she countered Ichala's urban focus rallies with extensive tours of rural regions, engaging directly with voters and addressing their grievances. Addressing gender dynamics. Nandi-Ndaitwah's campaign also broke barriers as she sought to become Namibia's first female president. She used her gender as a strength, advocating for increased representation of women in leadership roles. Empowering women, her platform included policies aimed at reducing gender-based violence and increasing women's participation in the workforce. Cultural sensitivity, while promoting gender equality, she carefully navigated Namibia's conservative cultural landscape, ensuring her message resonated with traditional voters. Her ability to balance progressive policies with cultural respect helped her gain support across a diverse electorate. Utilizing SWAPO's grassroots machinery. SWAPO's extensive organizational network played a critical role in Nandi-Ndaitwah's success. The party mobilized its grassroots supporters, ensuring high voter turnout in its strongholds. Community engagement, SWAPO's local branches organized door-to-door campaigns, distributing leaflets and holding small gatherings to drum up support. Election day operations, volunteers worked tirelessly to transport voters to polling stations, particularly in remote areas. This robust ground game contrasted with the opposition's reliance on social media and urban rallies, overcoming allegations of electoral malpractice. The aftermath of the election has been marred by allegations of irregularities, with IPC vowing to challenge the results in court. Opposition leaders accused SWAPO of using state resources to influence the election and questioned the transparency of the Electoral Commission. Proactive Defense, Nandi-Ndaitwah and her team preemptively addressed these claims, emphasizing the credibility of Namibia's election process, which has been praised by international observers. Public trust. By maintaining a composed and statesmanlike demeanor, she reinforced her image as a unifying leader committed to peace and stability. What lies ahead for Namibia? Nandi-Ndaitwah's victory signals continuity for Namibia but also highlights the challenges she will face as president. With the opposition determined to contest the election results and a population demanding change, she will need to deliver on her promises to maintain legitimacy. Economic reform, addressing unemployment and diversifying Namibia's economy will be critical. Anti-corruption measures, restoring public trust will require tackling corruption within SWAPO and government institutions. Youth engagement, she must find ways to connect with Namibia's younger generation, who are increasingly disillusioned with the status quo. Conclusion. Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah's historic victory is a testament to her political acumen and ability to navigate Namibia's complex political landscape. While her strategies have secured her place as president, the road ahead will require bold leadership and decisive action to address the nation's pressing issues. Thank you for following this analysis on Wide Real News. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share your thoughts in the comments. Stay tuned for more in-depth coverage of Africa's most important stories.